welcome to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm here with a pick a card reading for you. I just wanted to take a moment to welcome my beautiful returning subscribers as always. Thank you guys so much for your beautiful comments. Thank you for your presence here on this channel. Be sure to drop your comment below and hit your notification bell for your chance to win a free reading. And for anyone new approaching the channel today, or any of my new subscribers, I do offer a chance to win a reading, a free reading for the subscribers on my list, just as a way of a thank you for your presence here. So be sure to drop your comment below for your chance to win. I will be drawing another name this week, so be sure to hit your notification bell if you decide to do so, if you would like to be considered for the free reading. But welcome, pull up a chair, get cozy. We're going to have a little chat today because we're all friends when we gather here together. And today's topic is about a person on your mind, and we're asking the question of Spirit, what do they want? And are they going to act upon it? What do they want in this connection? Are they going to act upon what they want in this connection? And we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 here with the Star energy. Pile number 2 with the Devil. And pile number 3 with the Chariot. Now, whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be messages from Spirit today. My timestamps are listed below. I'm going to jump into pile number 1. And again, today's topic is all about that person on your mind. And maybe they're very confusing, an enigma to you. It's like, what do they want? Maybe there's been a back and forth flirtation. What do they want? And are they going to go for it? What action are they going to take? Or will they act? Pile 1, pile 2, pile number 3. I'm going to start with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the beautiful star energy here, and this is the Star of Aquarius. And this is your reading. What does the person on your mind want with this connection with you? And are they going to act upon it? Will they take action to achieve what they want in this connection? So the star here, there's a strong Aquarius energy, and there's a really strong emphasis on the lasso. And I'm getting a scene from that movie with Jimmy Stewart where he lassoes the moon, or he draws the painting where he's going to lasso the moon, and about wanting to give somebody the world, or wanting to capture the stars and drag it down to earth in some way. There's a lot of wishful thinking surrounding this energy. So there's a lot of crush energy between the two of you. You could be crushing on them. They could be also crushing on you. And there's a certain amount of hopefulness that I'm feeling coming in specifically from the Divine Feminine. But there's a hopeful energy about turning this into something profound, or turning it into something really important, because I'm just really focused on the beautiful aspects of all the purple sky. And for me, purple is a really profound color about ascension, stating our sovereignty. So there's perhaps a lot of hope surrounding this connection in the present moment. And this could be coming in from you, but it could also be coming in from your person. So what do they want? Pile number 1's person. Ooh. I just saw the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Pentacles. We have Judgment coming out first. The Wheel of Fortune. The 10 of Wands. The High Priestess coming out with the 7 of Cups. We have the 5 of Wands. Back of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords, Aquarius energy, with the 3 of Swords coming out. So we're going to clarify this as we go forward. I feel like this person is very restless. They know a good thing when they see it, and you are definitely a good thing. The Divine Feminine could be the Aquarius energy here, and I feel like you have a lot of hope and focus towards this person in this present moment. You're also perhaps sitting upon certain wisdom codes about this person and about the restlessness in their character right now as well. We have the Emperor. The 8 of Pentacles. The 7 of Cups. That's a lot. That's too much. There's a lot going on here. I just saw the 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords. We have the Tower supporting the Seven of Cups and the High Priestess. We have the Hermit. We also have the Knight of Wands showing itself with the King of Cups. Now this person, they could be an Aries energy. I also have a lot of Virgo here as well, but I'm getting a lot of energies coming from this King of Cups. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I feel like this is a very emotional person, but they haven't allowed themselves to tap into that vulnerable emotion yet in their dating cycle or their love cycles, because there is a definite sense of physical curiosity about you. They want you in a very physical sense. But again, they know a good thing when they see it. So they know that this is an opportunity that requires them to sort of pick up that chisel and to start to hammer away at some of the aspects of growth that's required of them. You represent a really good thing, but I also feel like this person's in the midst of like a lot of options. It's like they're playing the field perhaps, or they have a lot of options, or they're considering their options in this moment. And this connection, they know, requires them to slow down, to successfully start to build with effort and to with focus and purpose here. In the present moment, what this person really, really wants from you is perhaps a physical connection, something very fiery. What they may need is something entirely different. They need maturity and growth, they need progress, and they need good opportunities to offer them that, and that's what you represent, is good opportunities. This is a classic case of you've sent this person in a whirlwind of self-judgment. You've triggered them. And I will say with the Ten of Wands, there's a lot of inspiration towards change that's been applied over and over and over again from you towards this divine masculine energy that's helping to clear out their confusion. That's helping to clear out their confusion in the present moment. It's like you make them want to take their masks off. You make them want to seek out more information about you. And they could be in a very restless, again, period of their life where they aren't triggered by every other person in the way that they're triggered by their attraction for you. Even if they've had options in the past, they haven't been triggered by those options the way that this connection triggers them, because there's something intentional about this. Spirit's using this attraction to you as a bit of a lure, as a lure to get them looking upwards. Instead of kind of looking all around, looking upwards towards something a little bit more in depth, something that's less than just fire, it's more emotionally connected. But this person feels like fire is a way to kind of move into the heart. It's like fire is a way that they're focused, that feels safer to them. And so it's almost like the highway to dropping their defenses, dropping their guard. So I feel in the present moment, there's a very strong indication of them really wanting you in a physical sense, but knowing that that kind of holds a little bit more weight than past opportunities that would be very similar to that. Because there's a feeling of like, there's something about you, and there's something even about the fire between the two of you. If you haven't, and you may not have sort of entertained that fire yet, but if you do in the future, there's something about that that kind of changes a lot. It's like it gets them wanting to settle down or wanting to ground themselves away from this competition, or almost like rutting energy that's coming through. So you've left in a profound impression with this person. You've left your mark. And so now it's up to this divine masculine energy to run with that, to do the work that's being called to them, and to not self-sabotage a really good opportunity. What do they want? I feel like they went into this connection thinking that they just wanted one thing, if I'm honest with you. They thought that they just wanted one thing, but they're coming to realize with more time, more investment, more curiosity being filled with you, that there's something a little bit special about this opportunity. Now, the problem is that that kind of thrusts a bit of a weight of the world on their shoulders, because it makes them fearful of what the next step is. Because they're used to, their comfort zone is exercising their options and keeping everything light. Because it's much easier to just do that and not invest. But we have here relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change, and that's what you represent, the opportunity for change. But they will still be the force that changes their own mind or pushes themselves in a new direction in this connection. There's a revelation coming from this person that they know they can't handle this connection the way that they've handled other connections. They can't treat you the way that they've treated other people in the past, because this Queen of Swords won't stand for that. And the truth is, you're like this star, right? It's like a focal point that's being used by Spirit to guide, just kind of like the Star of Bethlehem in a sense. We have here, you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. And there's something really powerful about this big, beautiful unicorn. And inside the arm are these two swans. And the swans, when they're together, they mate for life and they stay together. So there's something special about you that they feel like could carry them into a brand new energy field. To release with this 10 of Wands what they have been focused on as some type of an attachment issue to restlessness, or again, competition, which was mirroring a restlessness within their heart space. But this gives them a chance to end that cycle and to go into something brand new. There's a feeling here about you perhaps being disappointed that you're not hearing that this person wants commitment cycles from you now. But Spirit says your disappointment doesn't have to be permanent. It can only be temporary. Because there's more loyalty to the focus of you than is being shown to you. It's almost being hidden from you in this moment. Back of the deck says physical touch can mean so much. And that's what it feels like with this person, a physical touch. The passionate side of them that really wants you. It feels like that's kind of the byway to their emotional field in some way. What do they want, please? Pile number 1. We have here, success is assured with good plans and hard work, and they see the potential. The question is, are they going to incubate that potential? Here's the Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. We have the Tower here too. And from their higher self perspective, that's part of the options as well. When they look at this connection, when they look at the attraction, part of what they see is the possibility that I could build here. Like I could see myself building here with this person and not treating them the way that I've always treated other people, and perhaps taking this more seriously. So let's ask Spirit about will they act? What action will they take towards pile number 1, please? What actions will they take towards pile number 1? Will they act? 6 of Swords. The Judgment. We started with Judgment as well. I'm looking here at the Empress energy coming out. 6 of Cups. Ooh, we have the World, Page of Cups, 8 of Wands, 8 of Cups. So I do feel, first of all, they are kind of holding back a little bit of secrecy. I feel like they're kind of holding back in the present moment because of their own fear, because of their own ego issues. We have the Page of Cups here, and they're talking about something popping up out of the blue. After this judgment period, the judgment period is reflecting and trying to highlight you, the Divine Feminine. It's all about energy, has nothing to do with gender, but they're trying to highlight you and about, it's almost like holding a mirror up to their faces to show what they would be missing out on. And then we have the World and we have the Page of Cups. So they do indicate here, first of all, that there's a transitionary energy with the 6 of Swords, and how your collaboration can help bring this person to a state of clarity so that those ghosts from the past, those old hauntings, no longer affect them. The Spirit says that you can perhaps anticipate someone popping up out of the blue, perhaps asking you out. They're even talking about specifically coffee and going out for coffee. And we have pumpkin spice, everything nice here as well. For some reason, I'm just seeing blonde hair, so take that as it resonates. That's not for everyone. But they are asking you to anticipate information coming in online and popping up out of the blue, some type of offering coming in for you. So if they have been keeping you kind of in the dark, or if it's been back and forth, Spirit says that there's going to come to an end to any type of silence. And there is some type of offering coming in that's going to shine a light on their full spectrum. So they could be asking you out on a date, for instance, asking to take you out, but it's going to come in online, and they are going to take some type of action. Now, I don't feel like their words are going to be as clarifying as their actions will be towards you in the near future. Advice for pile number 1 on what to expect next in this connection. For some, this could be somebody who you've recently dealt with from your past, but a very recent energy. We have here tick-tock, need time, takes time. So if you've been waiting on this person, There's also recognition that they can't wait forever because you are the star. Other people are going to see you. Other people are going to want to be near you. So if they take too long, the Queen of Swords here might get disappointed enough that she decides that it's not worth her while. We do have milk and honey though. And there is something really kind of special about this Wheel of Fortune and about the destiny associated with your meeting. Again, the destiny of the Wheel of Fortune doesn't necessarily mean that we're meant for each other forever, but it can be. And ultimately, it really speaks about an opportunity that's presenting to ourselves in this 3D experience. That's almost like a checkpoint. It's like a recognition of like, oh, there you are. It's like I've been waiting for you to show up to give me this chance, to give me an opportunity for growth. Because there's a past life connection here. And they're saying that there's the possibility of good luck on our side once we allow ourselves to see the full spectrum and we allow ourselves to kind of sink into this connection with vulnerability. They are encouraging the Divine Feminine to try to maintain a balanced perspective, a balanced focus while you're waiting for this communication or this offering to pop up, because they say that you're like short on patience at this point when it comes to this person. But they say there can be really sweet results that await us here. And this new opportunity it feels like just the beginning of the potential of this connection. Let's get a charm bowl for pile number 1, please. What was the last thought this person had about pile number 1 in the bowl? We have the Empress. Thinking about you in a very tempting way. She's covered in pomegranates. You just represent the epitome of abundance. Sensuality, I just heard. Ooh, okay, so they were thinking about communication. They were thinking about the ways in which they're trying to micromanage everything. And right this moment with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like things are a little bit in stagnation, or things have been put on halt or put on hold for the moment. So they're really thinking about communicating with you, but they could be feeling a little bit intimidated by that Divine Feminine energy. In the bowl today, we have the letter A and X. We also have here the Star of Aquarius, the Black Star. I do think of depression with the Black Star, and I also think of somebody who's healing from a loss, like a physical loss in your life. So if that's the case, my heart goes out to you and I offer you my condolences. We also have here a commandment from the Bible that says, honor thy father and thy mother. And that could be the loss that you've experienced at this moment. That could also be why you're sort of in an energy field of already pain, a little bit of disappointment. And it's painting a certain, it's painting the connection in a certain tone. We do have here unfinished cycles for the Divine Feminine. They are bringing in the internet as well. Something about the internet and a message that comes in is going to empower your perspective here. We have the Seven of Cups, which seems to be a major theme here of options and opportunity. It's definitely easier to just fantasize about something than it is to make it real with the Seven of Cups, but there's still a little bit of confusion between the two of you that will hopefully be clarified soon. We also have the space between, so you could be currently in a bit of a disconnect, or there could be like a space between contact in this moment. Pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. Even if you have to come back, I would love to hear your story. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and that link is below as well. And I do update that shop daily, so keep checking back. But I hope you come back and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the Devil. And this is your reading. What does the person on your mind want? What do they want from this connection? And are they going to act upon it? Now, this devil is a very sexy devil, and it's very tempting and luring. It's like something like a temptation we can't resist. It's almost like we are powerless when we're under their control. You can see it's a marionette energy. On his chest is imprinted this pentagram, so they're really speaking about Capricorn energy, and just maybe even somebody with a great smile, someone that we can't really let go of because of this, the way that it's almost intoxicating. Let me just turn a light on so it's a little brighter. It's almost intoxicating. Now, the devil does definitely speak to certain attachments, certain sexual energies as well. And so there's a really profound sense of temptation associated with what this person is after in this moment, or what it represents to you. Deep, deep attachment. You may feel like almost a codependent attachment to this person at this time as well. I'm going to use the Modern Witch Tarot for you. What do they want from pile number 2? Now, it's important to remember that I'm reading for the collective, so if it doesn't resonate with you, the tarot reading is very subjective, right? It's a very subjective personal experience. So if something doesn't resonate with you, it's just not a message that's meant for you. And sometimes you'll have to pick out certain things that will speak to your heart, and some things won't. And so they just ask you to leave behind what doesn't speak to you and hold on to the things that do. What do they want for pile number 2, please? We have everything is fine. This is the Ten of Swords, but there are 2 different versions in this deck. One says everything is fine. The other one says the Ten of Swords. We have the Devil, Capricorn energy. Now, there's something about waiting. You guys could be in separation at this moment, or they could just maybe not reaching out to you in this moment. It's really setting somebody off. It's making somebody very insecure in this moment. Like, we're checking our phone, we're checking our messages, we're trying to tell ourselves everything's fine and maintain optimism, but inside there's like a really deep insecurity that's coming from this card of the Ten of Swords. It's like an over-emotional response to the way that this person influences us. What do they want? 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 4 of Cups. The 5 of Pentacles is in the reverse position. Nine of Swords. Six of Swords. Back of the deck is the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so I really expected this message, pile 2, to come out as a very fiery message, to be honest. And there is fire here, obviously. 3 of Wands, Knight of Wands. In a perfect world, this person would have a physical relationship with you right now. But I feel like there's more going on than meets the eye there. They are saying, if this is in separation right now, they're feeling overlooked, or someone in this connection is feeling overlooked. And the energies could be reversed here a little bit. But there's like some type of separation and they want that to end. But they also, I feel like there's almost 2 people that are on either side of this tug of war. And it's like, it shows weakness if we give in. Like, there's a fear of showing weakness if I give in, because there's unfinished cycles and there's closure issues here. It's like there's closure issues when it comes to clarity between the 2 of us. There's closure issues when it comes to physical elements of our connection. So maybe we haven't made it here yet, or maybe we have, but we want to do that again. But there's just an aspect of, even if we've been through the fire realm together, there's not enough clarity, emotional clarity here, and someone's really overthinking. And since we're asking this person, what do they want? Spirit says this person is really overthinking. They're losing sleep. If it's in separation, they want contact, they want communication, and they want the clarity to take the 2 of you, in the very least, to closure, so that there's a mutual understanding, so that there's no more uncertainty and I don't have to feel restless anymore. I feel like if this is in separation, first of all, the separation is trying to teach us something about, because the way that we feel inside is a marker. It's supposed to help to teach us spiritual truths. And because the separation is causing this anxiety, or in the very least, this restlessness and this attachment energy, it's, the education is supposed to help project movement in some way. But I also feel like they could be watching you presently, perhaps online, watching your social media. And again, it's like somebody's checking their phone over and over again, but they're being disappointed. And then they keep trying to convince themselves that they're fine. Even on her shirt, it says, I'm over it. But she doesn't exactly look over it. It almost feels like she is, it's like obsessive. It's like obsessively comparing myself to others. There's a competition for my focus. And I heard that Britney Spears song, I'm a slave for you. I just heard that. 2 of Cups. Because in a perfect world, what this person wants is a relationship. What they want in a perfect world is a relationship. But both in this Devil energy, both of these people have their backs to us. And because there's such a lack of clarity, they don't think that you know that. And you may not even realize that before perhaps you came into this reading. Maybe their actions didn't dictate that. But I feel like they were too afraid to say something in the past, or there was a fear that was the predecessor of everything that's going on in this moment. You have the World. And in this moment too, I feel like they really want to reach out to you. And I even feel like Spirit's trying to give them intuitive prompts to perhaps make contact, to be more open and vulnerable with you. But that feels like a big risk in this present moment. So they're just watching. But they want an end to whatever separation, whether it's physical or emotional or both. They want an end to that. There's this desire, in the very least, to end the torment of the Nine of Swords, because this is rumination. I'm losing sleep. It's like I feel like I can't eat. Like there's a sense of like my stomach being bothered. You have the Hierophant. And they want progress. Like at the end of the day, they want some type of progress, and they want to be released from this turmoil. It's like, I want to know what you're experiencing. I want to know how you're feeling. But I also feel like they are very intimidated by the Divine Feminine here. They're afraid to approach. And I feel like timing could be an issue, because the longer they wait, the worse it's going to get for them when they do approach, or at least that's what they're telling themselves. And here we have the Ten of Swords with everything is fine starting at the reading, and then we're sort of ending it with the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords together, creating that Ten of Swords. And so they're kind of defensive. The more time that goes, when they feel ignored or they feel overlooked by you, the more their defenses go up. But it also, the more their defenses go up, the more it highlights the reality of how they're actually feeling. Because this person looks at you like an upgrade. They look at you like there could be some type of investment here, not just in fire, but perhaps beyond that. The Seven of Pentacles starts at the process of investment. Back of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles. We also have that Five of Swords. But it feels like we're being brought to the precipice. We're being asked to put in some effort, being asked to gain mastery over the obstacles here. And we are using our intellect against us. But it feels two-sided, like two people are saying, well, I'm not going to be the one to step out forward because of this. And the other person saying, well, I'm not going to step forward because of this. So it's like a tug of war that I'm feeling with this conflict. And it keeps us in this loop of uncertainty. It keeps us in this loop of insecurity. It also continues to keep it, because it's a circulating energy, because we're going around in circles, there's enough air quality to keep that flame lit though too, and to keep them feeling emotionally driven. But in a perfect world, what they want is relationships in a perfect world. They don't know if that's possible in this moment. They'll settle for closure. They'll settle for clarity. Even that would feel like an upgrade to them. And it's like they're trying to convince themselves that either way I'm fine. Either way, I'm okay. I'm getting over it. Either way, I'm fine. But that's not what's being shown to me here. The truth is that it's like Brene Brown. She talks about trying to beat vulnerability to the punch. And that's what it feels like they're doing. It's like they're trying to set themselves up for the worst possible scenario of what the future could hold in this connection. What do they want, please? Now, again, these energies could be reversed. So please take that as it resonates to your situation. We have career being a factor, and I think about hard work ahead. I just heard hard work ahead. There could also be connections to the career realm for someone watching, but that's not an overarching theme here. We have temporary situation, and that's the thing, is that I feel like it is a temporary situation. I don't feel like there's any necessity to release here yet, but there is a necessity to make adjustments. We have happiness and gong and exciting event, and this is really emphasizing the desires, the physical desires that this person actually also harbors towards you too. We have here Stork, news of a new business or birth of a business opportunity, and just waiting for news, waiting for a rebirth, waiting for news of new beginnings. But they don't know what's going to be waiting for them. I just saw Pandora's box. So they're hiding. It's a romance, celebration, and party. And the truth is, the attraction that they feel towards you, I just heard, it makes them hot. That's why they have to use the fan. And ultimately, this is what they're seeking. We have here dolphin energy, which is reunions and having fun and celebration, but peace and harmony. That's what they want with the Six of Swords, peace and harmony. We have January, feels like a deep freeze. We're in the month of January when I released this video, but this is a timeless video. And so they're speaking about lying to themselves in the month of January, if I'm honest, not being honest with themselves by saying, I'm fine, I'm over it, everything's fine. They are still very, very much in conflict. What do they want, please? Pile number 2. True love. Oh, this true love. This is a love that lasts a lifetime. They want true love. They want a relationship. In a perfect world, they could expand. They could face their fears and expand. We also have here slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. Now, I will say with the Seven of Pentacles, it's sometimes called the impatience card. So you may find with their next actions, which we're going to look into in a moment, that there could be a delay to some of the clarity here in the situation. That could be why the Six of Swords is in a state of limbo at this time. We also have new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work, prospects, or for spiritual growth. And ultimately, that's what is being offered to them with the opportunity. When they plow through the challenges, they hope for new emotional starts. But there could be some very real challenges that do exist here. We have Yang and come to the edge and happy, happy. They see so much potential. It's like all of that star energy flying around is about them gazing at you, watching you, hoping that you will be, it almost feels like a savior energy, to be honest with you. Hoping that someone will swoop in to save me from the effort or the aspects of work that I'm being asked to put into the situation. Because they are inspired by this connection, but it does require them to take a leap of faith. And that's where they're overthinking. That's where they don't feel like they have the power. Because when we're in the Nine of Swords mentality, we don't have any energy left. We're drawing energy from the outside realm. We're drawing energy from our bodies. We don't have anything left to manifest the strength necessary to take that leap of faith. So let's take a look here and ask Spirit about, will they act upon this action? Will they take action towards pile number 2, please? We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of Capricorn energy here today. Taurus as well. A lot of Earth energy. We have the Seven of Pentacles with the Chariot. Back of the deck we do have the Two of Cups. What I'm really feeling here is that we're almost at like a standstill at high noon. It's like two people. Even with the Nine of Pentacles here, it does speak about somebody who takes an independent effort. This person is seated, they're looking in the mirror, but if you look in the mirror, their reflection's not being reflected at them. And then Spirit focused me on this comb on the table that's missing some teeth. And they brought my awareness straight to Little Mermaid with the dingle hopper, with the fork when she tries to brush her hair. And they're speaking here about losing my voice. Somebody who's taking a passive approach and losing my voice. And the Queen here, the Divine Feminine, hands on hips, waiting for those masks to come off in the Opera House. But Spirit says, Seven of Pentacles, you're going to be waiting. So you have this in-between period that's going to test your faith, test your nerves a little bit before action is taken. But it almost feels like they're building up the courage, but it's like you're kept waiting and they're taking a passive approach. Now on the back of the deck, it is the Two of Cups. You can see here this person, again, their backs are to us as well, just like the Devil, and Spirit's really highlighting that to me. So they're speaking about facing something, turning around and facing something, not being complacent when it comes to our goals, because here's the Six of Swords that we're looking for, but this boat is sunk. And the bridge is here, so we have opportunities, but somebody has to take action. So this person may take a very passive approach, and it could start to wear on your nerves or wear on your patience, because there's a sense of impatience coming in while you wait. This may encourage you or inspire you to take action yourself to gain some of that clarity and closure, but Spirit says you may be waiting for this person. Let's get a charm bowl. Pile number 2, please. The last thought they had for pile number 2 in the bowl. Oh, we've got 4 today for you, pile 2. We have the Three of Cups. Everything's in limbo, though. Three of Cups, they were thinking about communication. They were thinking about reunions. They were thinking about how different you are from other people. They were thinking about the risks that they'd have to take in order to achieve this clarity here. And then here's the Seven of Swords. Everything's in limbo, though. It's like they were all contemplating but not taking any action. And the Seven of Swords is them not being honest with themselves about some of the reasons why they didn't take advantage of the opportunity, or some of when the thought comes up about communication or about reunions, they told themselves that they can't for reasons A, B, and C. But all of that was dishonest, and Spirit's really encouraging them to really be honest with themselves and with you about what they want. There could have been a friendship here that existed in the past, but it does not feel like friendship now. We do have Give a Girl the Right Shoes and She Can Conquer the World, Marilyn Monroe. So the divine feminine bombshell coming through. We have somebody from your past or recent past with the elephant reversed. I do think of India. I also think about good luck, but this trunk is pointed down because he's upside down. So they're speaking about luck maybe not on our side when it comes to timing. Tangled Heart. We also have the Key. Here's an elephant, another elephant with the trunk down. Yeah, so Spirit's like really saying luck isn't on our side if we're expecting this person to take action, because they're operating from this, and that's not a very good, it's like a tether. It's like you can see they're chained to that pillar, and so there's issues within their root chakra. We have the Monopoly shoe flipped over, and a wrench in our plans when it comes to divine masculine taking action. We also have the letter R in the bowl. I'm also getting a song in my head from the Wreckers. I don't even think they're together anymore, but the Wreckers, and it's called The Good Kind, so there may be messages in those lyrics for you as well. Pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. Drop me a comment below for your chance to win a reading with me. Even if you have to come back, I would love to hear your story. Be sure to hit your notification bell and your like button and your share button. It helps me to bring you guys more content. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and that link is below as well. But I hope you come back and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the Chariot. I love this Chariot card. I think it's beautiful. And this is your reading. What does the person on your mind want? What do they want out of this connection? And are they going to act upon it? Now you can see this person, they're on top of the Chariot. They're trying to rise above, so they're not even inside this box anymore. And both of these horses have no bridles. They're not actually tethered to the Chariot at all. They're free. And so there's something about kind of running unabashedly towards what I want. And he's even barefoot. Like there's just something adventurous about this and something almost reckless about charging forward. So what do they want? What does the person on pile number 3's mind want from this connection, please? We have the Page of Cups coming out first. This is the Wild Unknown Tarot. 9 of Wands. The King of Wands. The Knight of Cups. The King of Pentacles. Back of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. I'm also looking at the Strength. You can see that the Strength, the lion here, is holding the white rose of hope in his mouth. And we have this Father of Wands here. There's a lot of Leo energy coming through. I'm going to clarify as I go forward here. Cancer energy as well. We have the Temperance. It's like this person was slow to realize or something. And it wasn't even that they were slow to realize how abundant you are or you know what they wanted out of this connection. It's that they've been slow to realize that they don't there's something about loneliness with this person and experiencing a lot of loneliness, even in childhood, like experiencing a lot of loneliness, and that creating a lot of imbalance for them, which affects their ability to take action upon things. It's like they don't want to rely on support because that hasn't been something that they've been used to. But their intuition tells them something about you. And I almost feel like I'm feeling emotional with this person. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Hermit, Virgo. We have the Queen of Swords. A very strong Aquarius presence here for all three piles, actually. A very strong air element, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. A lot of like strong air elements surrounding the Divine Feminine. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Back of the deck, we have the Tower. Ooh, we have the Tower with the Emperor. Aries energy coming through as well. And there's the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like a very strong transition from this person. I'm seeing the Signet moving into this like teenage swan, and then moving into like the King energy, right? Of the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands. And so the Chariot is your back of deck. This person, I feel like they want to settle down with you. Like I feel like you make them want to push and be better and work harder and be more vulnerable. And I feel like you've taught them that or something. It's like there's a leadership in you, there's a teacher and an educator in you, and it's been through your example or through your presence, whatever it is. You've created this profound imprint on this person, and they see you as something that could lead them to upgrades and commitment cycles. I feel like they're taking their time to continue to explore this because these emotions are new for them. And again, they're not used to allowing them in because there have been moments in their past where they've had to experience so much loneliness that they just became accustomed to relying on themselves and themselves only, which created a bit of a wall. That's why all of these stepping stones are covered in this wood, this old dead wood, to be honest with you. It's like dead heads in the water. And they're showing sort of when a tree loses a limb or the limb gets cut off, it creates a knot in the wood, which creates a scar, but it actually creates strength at the same time. But we don't recognize that strength is being created in the midst of a loss, right? So they didn't recognize that at the time. So this is an opportunity for a new emotional start, and they see that. But they're also challenging themselves to kind of push themselves. Because here with the Father of Wands, this lightning bolt coming in is speaking about standing at attention and something shining in the darkness. A loneliness shining in the darkness of their own loneliness and setting a course, setting a new step. It's like it's lighting up just for a moment that I can take one step out of that loneliness perspective. And then it's going to, again, spark up one more time, and I'm going to take another step in a positive direction because you make them want to be more vulnerable. And that's hard. It's hard to go from loneliness and kind of really securing that truth inside of yourself to opening up in vulnerability. Because there's a fear associated with it too, but you make them want to be at their best. Like there's something about them wanting to be generous with you because of the ways in which you maybe, again, sort of shown them that it's possible, that you have the ability to support some of their vulnerability, because that feels like a bit of a weakness to them. And here with the Cobra, it's like I'm fighting against the reality of this opportunity and my natural instinct to be on guard and to be kind of up and to be sort of almost ready to defend myself. But you make me want to ground myself, to reflect upon why am I like this? Why do I have this sense of restriction when something good comes in? Because as we move through the cycle with this vulnerability, we have this King of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles in the future position. And this is like them using their strength to allow themselves to see the full spectrum. And then ultimately it helps to solidify their strength. It helps to create that upgrade for them. It makes them feel more secure in themselves. And that makes them feel more abundant and more successful overall. It's like you represent this new emotional cup, and these scales and behind represent the soft spot, like on a dragon. The dragon is a symbol of the ego for me, but it's also a symbol of extreme power. And all dragons have a soft spot, in the underbelly, in the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the root chakra. There's a soft spot there, and you're representing an opportunity to tap into that soft spot. You're breaking them free from an old perspective. And the Chariot says we're moving towards towers falling, and these are positive towers for the Divine Masculine because they're no longer needed. That was a crumbling tower to begin with, and now you represent a strong new solid foundation on which I can rebuild a brand new perspective. But it definitely is work, and here's the Chariot again. It's definitely work, but you're worth that. Like there's something abundant about you, and there's something about wanting to set down roots. Like in a perfect world, you may not even be on the same page with this person, but in a perfect world, they're like, I could see myself committing here. It's like, I could see that this person's commitment material. I can see that they will support a commitment. There's upgrades associated with you, and they want you and both of them to be, you and them to be together in that upgrade. What do they want, please, for pile number 3? Just saw career. Climbing the ladder of success. I feel like they're really working through, it's like their idea of security is money. Their idea of security is financial security, homes, things like that. Because again, they're trying to cultivate like there was a lack of that emotional security, and they're trying to create almost like a distraction. It's like a hoarding mentality. It's like it's a different form of security for them, but it doesn't actually represent what's missing for them. So they're really focused on career in this present moment. But they also see that this could be, again, a part of that process of abundance, climbing the ladder towards success. But they're defending themselves. Like this is what they're up against. The shields that have been up to defend themselves against the very thing that they need. And you are going to help them drop down that shield, drop down that defense. Recognition and reward for merit. Basket, plenty of material things with this person, but an attachment issue to vulnerability. Beware of greed, because they're in this in-between. They're in this in-between, and there's, I almost feel here like a pig squealing in fear. You know how pigs, even little pigs, when they don't, like those little pot-belly pigs, when you're doing something that they don't like, or when you're trying to carry them from one place, they just squeal. We have here celebration, getting together with friends. It's almost like they don't know. It's like they don't want to anticipate that there could be an ending here, but it's like they're afraid of an ending. We also have here nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And I feel like the reason why that was important was because there was a deficit of that. And they are highlighting the ability for the divine feminine to offer that, or to help to cultivate that. It's like, you can help me get to that destination. We have here spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. And that could be why they feel like they can rest with you, because there's a familiarity. And they may not even have the sort of vocabulary or like spiritual focus to even speak on that, like speak on the soulmate quality or the past life. You have I love you. These are powerful words. And there's something about the harp and the left breast pocket and finding the key to their heart. It's like they feel like you could be the key to that. True love on the back of the deck. This love, it says, this love is once in a lifetime. In a moment, we're going to see if they're going to act upon these desires. Let's pull one more card here for pile number 3, please. What do they want? We have here to co-create. They see the potential, but with that cheetah, there's an aspect of like, I need to take action. I need to pay attention, or I'm going to lose on this opportunity. There is this feeling about feeling fated towards you, but part of their insecurity, they don't know if they want to put all of their hopes in that basket. The star came out reversed because there's almost like a depression energy that could have come in, or a disappointment in the very least from their past, that's influencing their ability to stay focused on abundance, and you represent that abundance. So let's ask Spirit about, will they act upon this action? What actions are they going to take towards pile number 3, please? We have the Fool coming out first. We have the King of Wands coming out with the Sun. 4 of Wands, back of deck, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. I really feel like they are going to act upon this desire. I feel like the two of you could maybe be in a relationship, and if you're not, I feel like they are making plans in this moment. They may be taking tinier steps than you would like in the present moment, but I just feel like they're being cautious because it takes a lot for them to be vulnerable in this moment, because they are in self-protection mode with this gecko. You are representing this flag, this red flag of victory, but their protection aspects are the red flags that stop them from seeing, stop them from being vulnerable. But the good news is that I feel like they are going to take action. Four of Wands, a celebration. Commitment cycles could be in the future of this connection. Spirit says all you have to do is to continue to explore and to continue to be who you are. You are enough to influence all of this change. That's how powerful you are. You are enough. And all you have to do is coast into this, because if your desires here are to continue this connection and to continue to explore to where it could take us, Spirit says just keep doing what you're doing, because you're creating a beautiful momentum. Let's get a charm bowl, please. And I feel like you guys look good together too. I feel like physically you look really good together. What was the last thought this person had about pile number 3 in the bowl? Oops, I missed it. The Fool is out of the bowl. We have the Fool on the table, and here the Fool is sideways. So in the last thought that they had about you, pile 3, they were thinking about taking that leap, and then they hesitated. They're like, am I strong enough? Do I have the ability to take that leap? There's the 10 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, or Queen of Cups reversed. They are speaking about somebody who feels emotionally insecure in this present moment. They're wondering about the perspective that they're offering you in these thoughts, and they were thinking about offering you the full spectrum of how they're feeling, what they're experiencing. And then they second guess their ability to actually leap into it, wondering if you would be there to support them. We have the letter P and M and Q. We have 2 presents. I think of Christmas gifts, but I also think about exchanging gifts as well, and exchanging vulnerability gifts, because here's the heart chakra stethoscope. So it's like we're expressing from the heart space. We're listening to our hearts. We do have here something destined, or there's like a destiny written in the stars for the divine masculine. Sagittarius energy, very strong here with the gecko. And what I love is that we have the Sagittarius, we have Aquarius, but they're speaking about protection, dropping our defenses, and then moving into more of a different perspective, shifting our gaze a little bit and moving into healing. Pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy, and that link is below as well. And I do update that shop every weekday, so keep checking back. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.